讲一点这个念经吧。
Surangama Sutra.
释迦牟尼佛
At that time,
释迦牟尼佛
the world-honored one,
菩萨
which refers to Sakyamuni Buddha, addressed all the great bodhisattvas and the great arhats in that assembly who had exhausted all
你
outflows.
等菩萨及阿罗
So
汉
Sakyamuni Buddha addressed the great bodhisattvas and great arhats. You bodhisattvas and arhats born within my Dharma have attained the state beyond learning.
在我法中，在我这个佛法里面，在我
You
佛法里面
Buddhists, I now ask you, when you first brought forth the resolve and awakened through the 18 sense fields, which faculty led you to perfect penetration,
我现
and
在问大家
through what skillful means did you enter samadhi? I would like to ask
领
you,
到18界，
how did you generate your resolve
哪一
and
个
realize that the
哪一个方法
18 sense fields are
圆满的
non-existent?
开悟？
And what methods did you use to attain perfect enlightenment, and how
从
did you
何方便入
practice?
道？用哪一种方
Through which skillful means or methods did you
最
enter
深的
samadhi?
禅定里面，
Enter into the
看
deep
到
penetration of samadhi to be enlightened
这
and to
释迦牟尼佛
practice
就问
and to see the
在
wondrous
座的
wondrous true
所
mind.
有的菩萨，
Sakyamuni Buddha asked all the bodhisattvas and great arhats in the assembly listening to the Dharma
释迦牟尼佛说法
teaching.
说阿难问，
When Sakyamuni Buddha gave Dharma teaching, Ananda
释迦牟尼
asked,
佛答，
and Sakyamuni Buddha answered,
释迦牟尼
continually
佛就问，
asking and asking until now,
按照日解释
what is the state beyond
它
learning?
本身就已经是
Literally, it means like you have nothing more to learn.
没有烦恼，
They are already arhats, so it's complete outflows. You have no more afflictions, no more afflictions. I once asked you, all the disciples, raise your hand if you have no afflictions at all.
师尊也没有举手。
Nobody raised their hand, and not Grandmaster either. That showed that you don't have complete outflows.
什么叫做
Complete outflows mean you have no more afflictions. Let me tell you, as soon as you're enlightened and you realize the Buddhadharma, you should not have any afflictions. Only before you're enlightened that you have afflictions.
会成为一个菩萨？
Why she could
大
be a
势至菩萨为什么成
bodhisattva?
为一个菩萨？
Why Mahasthamaprapta can become a bodhisattva? Why can Amitabha Buddha become Amitabha Buddha? Because they have complete outflows, which means they have resolved all afflictions and they're completely
解脱
liberated.
阿罗汉，
Liberated
解脱大菩
arhats,
萨，
liberated
他
great
们都解脱
bodhisattvas.
了。
They are completely liberated.
你如果开悟了，你也能够这样子。
If you're enlightened, you can be like that too.
每一个人都有烦恼，
But now, every one of us has affliction about the sickness and all kinds of afflictions for children,
因为你自己
for
的
family, for your livelihood,
际关系、
for interpersonal issues, family problems,
兄弟姐妹、
family relationships between siblings, enemies, karmic creditors, among people, between people, lots of afflictions. And then you
今
think
天
too
要穿什么
much.
衣服啊？
What will you wear? What will you wear tomorrow? My master too has afflictions. Oh, which deity? Oh, Siddhartha, that's right. Yesterday, Siddhigarbha, yellow, Kuruguri, red. And then you have to find the right one.
不管了，
If you don't care,
就没有烦恼。
then you have no afflictions. Today I have pain on my left leg, and tomorrow on the right leg, then the day after on the back leg or on the shoulders, and the worst kind, headache, lots of afflictions. What can you do? There are all kinds of illnesses on your body. But let me tell you, don't be afflicted.
就是没有烦恼了。
When you have no more afflictions, then you're great arhats beyond learning or great
你
bodhisattvas.
懂了心经，
Why you have no afflictions? If you truly understand the Heart Sutra, the Vajra Sutra, and the Mahasthamaprapta Sutra, if you truly understand them, then you have no afflictions. That's because you really have not fully comprehended it. That's why you have afflictions. Afflictions due to habitual tendencies, or it's your habitual tendency to be afflicted. It's okay, it doesn't matter. Why? It doesn't matter? Because there's nothing to gain. There's nothing you can gain. Unattainability. If you still have something that you expect, then you will definitely have afflictions. Because you still seek something. So, nothing to gain, nothing to ask, nothing bothers you, nothing interfere with you, and nothing to own. Nothing you have nothing. If you can deeply penetrate these few phrases, you will not have any afflictions. So the great arhats with exhaustive outflows and beyond learning, which means you have nothing more to learn and you have no more afflictions, then nothing would bother you at all. Everything is fine. It's okay. It doesn't matter. No big deal. Even when the body has gone bad, it's okay. That's how it is. That's how it should be. Is there anyone that doesn't have a body that doesn't deteriorate? It's sooner or later, and you will get into the columbarium. It may be sooner for me and later for you. It's just sooner or later. So it is very natural, very normal for the body to decay. It's normal whether you have money or not, but it's good. It feels good to shout powerful. So human life is just a dream. And I have said it, it's better to have a good dream. Let's all have good dreams. It's not so good to have bad dreams. Doesn't matter where you are, it's all just a dream. Life and death are nothing. You should be sad when you're born, and you should be happy when you die. But ignorant people are happy when someone is born and sad when someone dies. So it's upside down for ordinary people. But the true principle is you're happy when you die and sad when you're born. So the one that's born is suffering, and the one who dies is happy. So once you realize the principle of Buddhadharma, if you truly comprehend the Heart Sutra, there is nothing that exists. You understand that nothing is existent. No eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body and mind. It's nothing. Even the 12 links of conditions is nothing. None of those. Feeling, perception, mental formation and consciousness, aging and death also non-existent. If you reach such a state, then only know that there is nothing to arise. There's nothing to gain in the human world. Don't think that you would gain anything. Beauty is only when you're young. Look at the old Bodhisattva that we all know, right? When she was young, she was the beauty of the market. But now, if she's giving me a CPR, I probably would decline. Beauty is only momentary. Handsome, also momentary, just for a period of time. Afterward, you would age and getting older and older, and lastly, you will enter the columbarium. Doesn't matter what cars you drive. Even if you drive Rolls Royce, you would get to the columbarium. So what are you fighting each other for? Nothing. You cannot bring anything that you had or you own on earth. Let me tell you, that's from an individual to the country. It's the same. Or nation. Even if you immigrate to Mars, it's the same. To the sun or the moon, you can't. Then you would be burned to ash. And not even that. Can you see that humanity will move to Mars or Saturn in the future because the Earth will disappear? The last group of beings will move to the other planets, Mars or Saturn, and the Earth will be gone. The ancient civilizations have gone. Humanity, actually, it's unforgettable what they do to themselves. They can't even live on. So you're thinking about your future descendants or generations, but the earth would be gone. What are you worrying about? So when the earth is gone, what will happen to your descendants? Where's your romance? Where's your love? Dream. Just dreams. You're just having a good dream instead of bad dream. That's all. Just a dream. Just a dream. Nothing exists. Once you understand Sakyamuni Buddha's teaching, principle, then you would know. Who would still exist? Sakyamuni Buddha. Only Sakyamuni Buddha will continue to exist. You don't believe it? He is omnipresent. He is everywhere in the space and throughout the times. As long as you have found your original, the wondrous true mind, then you would be eternal. See, you have seen your Buddha nature, then you're eternal. If you have not seen your nature, then you just follow your karma in the rebirth realms. And what are the rebirth realms? Dreams. If you go to animals, hells, and hungry ghosts, those are nightmares. If you go to human realm, that's have good, have bad dreams. If you go to Asura realm, slightly more good dreams. If you go to the heavenly realm, you have more good dreams and very few bad dreams. And if you're enlightened, then you have eternal joy and bliss. You're always free and have self-mastery forever. So this is what Sakyamuni Buddha is teaching. Complete outflow and beyond learning. No afflictions. Is there anything that you should cherish? Nothing. What else? Nothing. This is the ultimate truth. Everyone knows about the Three Dharma Seals. One is everything is impermanent, everything has no self, and nirvana is bliss. Any Buddhist sutras or Buddhist teachings that comply with the Three Dharma Seals are the ultimate and the true ones. And that don't comply with the Dharma Seals, they are just convenient methods. Practices is the skillful means or convenient methods. So the Buddha asked, which skillful means or convenient method did you attain perfect penetration? Very simple. What I will talk about at the Mahasthamaprapta Bodhisattva, I just summarize it. And I have talked to you about it. So what will I talk about at the grand ceremony? There'll be more. So what are you afflicted about? Sakyamuni Buddha asks to the great arhats and great bodhisattvas, what skillful means or convenient methods do you use to enter samadhi to prove your own attainment? That's the key point today. In the Surangama Sutra, I have talked about Mahasthamaprapta Bodhisattva too, and during the grand ceremony, I will explain it even more clearly. Once you're enlightened, you will not have any afflictions, and you hear it and you just laugh it off. Anything's fine, just laugh it off. Oh, okay, that's fine, let it be. If you don't know, you're still deluded by what you see, what you hear, what you encounter, what you smell, what you taste, what you touch, what you think in your brain. All the 6 things due to the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind that control you, the human being. to make you have bad dreams. If you take away all the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind, then you have attained the way. The one who harms you is not someone else. It's your own eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, mind, and your mind. All these 6 things, the 6 does, and the 6 consciousness, 18 sense fields who harm you. Only by taking away all these 18 sense fields can you be enlightened. Otherwise, you would just cycle in the rebirth realm. And that's okay too, especially if you go to the heavenly realms. You would have more happiness, very happy every day. In the past, I came to Seattle, America. I was talking about America last night. There's so many problems. Now you're saying America is good? The immigration officer asked me,
you come to the United States. I say,
because of freedom.
Freedom. 自由.
Freedom.
How come you move a house in Seattle? 为什么你来西雅图啊？ Seattle have the beautiful mountain. Air so clean.
Very clean air.
很漂亮的山。
Beautiful
Have the
mountains.
lake. 很美的湖啊。
And beautiful lakes.
Lake so beautiful. Tree, water, air so clean. 空气很新鲜啊。
And beautiful trees, fresh air, and very nice mountains, nice lakes.
Free 是免费的。
And they're free. I told the immigration officer that, and they all said okay, and said, now you're a citizen. That's how it was. Because it's a free country that I came on June 16, 1982. When I landed in America, June 16, 1982. 616, the Chinese homophone. Just happy, clean air, very clean air, fresh. The water is clean.
The tree so beautiful. The flower 花很美。
Beautiful trees and flowers. They're all very nice. Mountains and lakes. I like those things. There are many good things in America. Back then, I really cherished freedom. And the officer said, we couldn't find it in the storage room. Your files is missing. And I said, no problem. I have my application records right here. The interviewer was the vice chief of the immigration office. I know that you can lose your files, so I prepared all the paperwork from the beginning to the end in my suitcase. And I took them all out for them. It's right here, all the records. After looking through them, sure. And then the interview passed. The best thing in the Saha world is freedom. And in the path, the best thing is liberation. And what liberation? Liberation from afflictions. And that's beyond learning and complete outflows. Can you be liberated from afflictions? You need to comprehend the concept, the teaching. Then you would be liberated and free from affliction. The body is nothing. Then if you're in samsara, you're just reincarnated. The body has decayed. Change to a new one. Start again. I would be reincarnated, say, like Alice, to celebrate her birthday. Had it been me in my childhood, no way. I grew up in a very poor family, and Simu's family is even worse, even poorer. That's why Simu was willing to marry me. My girlfriend of the past discouraged Simu. Don't marry him. Just dating him is okay, but never marry him. Why? He's useless. He's totally useless. He would not make a good husband. I was the military man. I was poor already, but she's even more so. She had nothing. That's why she's marrying me. At least she has food to eat. So that's why she was willing to marry me. Useless, because he's poor and his body also useless, short and skinny. Some people train to be like a muscle man. You want to marry a rich man or muscle man or tall, rich man, strong with good body and handsome, but he has nothing. Why are you marrying him? Sure, I was really a failure back then. So I will talk about the Grand Ceremony. What is the utmost bliss in the human world, and the heavenly bliss and the eternal bliss? I will analyze them for you. At that time, I did not even have the ordinary bliss in the human world, let alone the celestial bliss or the ultimate bliss. But once you're enlightened, you would gain the eternal bliss. Human life is impermanent. You wake up in the morning, open your eyes, and oh no, my legs can't move. You're sick. That's impermanence. Everything is impermanent. I was normal before. My checkup was normal. How come now my legs can't move? How come now my heart beats so fast? And then you're weak all over. That's called impermanence. So if you recognize the human world, you know that everything is impermanent and everything has no self. Once you have proven it, you would know what does it mean that everything is impermanent and everything has no self, and what is extinction is bliss. Those are the three ultimate truths that Sakyamuni Buddha realized. Always remember them. Now Sakyamuni Buddha asked the great arhats and great bodhisattvas with complete outflows and beyond learning, what methods have you used to gain enlightenment, to recognize the ultimate truth, to recognize the wondrous true mind? The question asked by Sakyamuni Buddha.